Hello friends, happy new year. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be doing a tutorial using the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Surge palette. I'm just going to be taking the shade Vinyl, which is the black in the palette. I'm just going to be putting this on the outer corner up into the crease, kind of in the motion that you see here, like so, on both of my eyes. I'm using a small dense ColourPop brush to do so. I've used the Blend Bunny palette multiple times and I really like it, but I think this is the first video that I've ever done using this palette, so I wanted to do a tutorial for it in case you guys were interested. And this look was just really pretty, and so yeah, you don't have to have this palette to do this look. You can definitely use colors similar. It's, as far as the colors go, they're pretty basic that you can find, like, I'm sure in other palettes or something very, very similar. I really enjoy the palette, and I just wanted to play in makeup, just wanted to have a little fun. So yeah, I'm just going back and forth, just really blending up that black to start our look. Usually in days gone past, I've started out with the lighter colors and then added the black, but I wanted to start with the black first, just because I wanted it to be a very dark, rich look. And sometimes when I use lighter shades first, I'm like, no, I don't want to add black to it. And I'm like, no, I want this to be a dark look. And then I'm just going to take a fluffier brush and just kind of blend that out and work that out some. All of this is just pretty much going to be on blending the shades together, making them cohesive. So yeah, for this to be a black and for the amount that I used, it blended out really well, so I'm not even mad at it. Then I'm going to take the shade Taboo, which is just like a deep burgundy red shade, and I am just going to buff that right over the top of the black, like so. And I'm using the same exact brush. I haven't watched too many tutorials for this palette, to be honest with you, but yeah, I thought this would be a fun video to create. So I'm just blending there, just adding more colors. How was you guys' New Year's Eve? I read a little bit and then I went to sleep. So yeah, I was not awake when the clock struck 12. Yeah, definitely missed that, and I slept through all of the fireworks and the shooting that was going on. Slept through all of that like a rock. So yeah, wasn't even up when my honey was like, Happy New Year. Yeah, no, I was toast. I was out like a few lights. Then I'm going to take that pink shade, Maybe. It's literally called Maybe. And I am applying that directly over top. And then I'm just blending that in to the other two shades. I actually really liked this color. It's really pretty. I like how rich these colors are in this palette, and so far I've used this multiple times and I just really like the formula. So I like how the colors are. They're really nice. They're really pretty. They don't blend away to nothing. And then I just keep blending. It almost looks as if I've used a purple, but I actually did not use any purple in this eye look, really, except for one of the shimmers, but that's later on. But as far as mattes go, I didn't use any purples. And then I think I went back in with the shade Vinyl, but I don't remember. I think I went back in with the black color. I'm pretty sure I did, but I don't recall. Then I'm going to go back into the shade Maybe, and I'm just going to deepen that up, and I'm just going to bring that towards the inner corner and kind of by the bridge of my nose a little bit. And then I'm going to take the shade Taboo and I'm just going to run that over the edge of the black where the black meets the other colors, just to smoothen everything out. I always get so nervous when I'm doing my makeup looks because I'm just like, what if it doesn't turn out? What if it doesn't turn out? What if it doesn't turn out? But it ended up being fine. Okay, then I'm taking the shade Maybe, and I kind of went around like the shape of the eyeshadow, if that makes sense, and kind of just made like a little halo of that color, which didn't have any idea whether or not that was going to look good, but I didn't mind it once everything came together. Then I'm going to take the shade Charged, which is the neon pink. I'm just going to place that right under the brow bone. And then I'm going to wrap that color around the eye look as well. Then I'm going to do the other side. And then I'm probably going to go back into the shade Maybe again, I'm sure. I just kind of like lay down all the colors and then I go back in and like deepen everything up, blend everything out again, kind of get the shape of my look first, and then I kind of like, for today, I kind of just like went back and put more depth in the shades and just made sure everything is still there. So far this is what it looks like. So yeah. Now I'm going to take some NYX glitter primer, and then I'm going to take this little bitty brush, and I'm just going to put some of that on my lid, and that is going to be the base for the lid color. So for my lid color, I'm going to be using the shade Underneath in the palette, which is a pretty blue that I'm about to show you here in 2.5 seconds. I'm going to use that blue, and this adheres very, very well to the NYX glitter primer. You can also use your fingers too, but for me, I have kind of fat fingers, so putting my finger on my eyeball doesn't always like constitute in the cleanest makeup look, although it is definitely a faster application. But to really get into the inner corners, I have to use a brush. But yeah. Anyway, I just really love this color. It's so pretty. But anyway. And then I'm going to take that purpley shade, it's called Euphoric, and I'm going to put that towards the outer corner of my eye. And I kind of put it at a small diagonal just to help the shades blend together a little bit better. And I'm just going to touch up the blue. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the black and then a little bit of the shade Taboo. I kind of mix those together. And then I'm just going to go over in the outer corner and just kind of mesh everything together. And I'm going back in with that blue. All right, so I popped off camera. I did the other eye off camera like so. As you can see, I have both of my eyes done here. All right. So then I'm going to line my eyes with some black liner, and then I'm going to take the shade Taboo and Vinyl, and I'm going to run that underneath my eyes just to kind of like smoke that out a little bit. I will say that this didn't blend the easiest. I will say this did take a little bit to blend, and like just to kind of get to a point where I was like, all right, whatever. I'm fine with that, but this did take a second to blend out. Just letting you know. And I do think I switched brushes like once or twice while trying to do this. So, yeah. Do you guys have any New Year's resolutions or anything? You know, I always like have like loose New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just really like some of mine are to save more money. I'm doing the 100 envelope challenge to save money, and then my other goal is to read more. So that'd be cool. I'm just using this Urban Decay glitter liner. I forgot the shade that it's called, but it's just like an icy white, just because there's no white in this palette as far as a white shimmer. I think every palette needs a white shimmer. You've probably heard me say that a bajillion times if you've ever watched any of my videos, but I digress. Anyway, moving on to bronzer. I am just going to be using my Alamar Cosmetics Trio bronzer, and I'm going to be using the darkest shade in the palette. And then I'm just using my blinged brushes in Allie Dawson collection. I really love Allie Dawson. I really love the brushes that she created. I think they're absolutely stunning. Like, the red is so beautiful on these, and these were a gift from my mother this Christmas. So Mom, if you're watching this video, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. And then I am using the shade Flash in the inner corner. It's a unique shade, to be honest with you. I didn't think that I was gonna like this shade, but the shade Flash is actually really pretty, and I think that it just tied this look together, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to decide on which blush I should wear. I ended up using my Patrick Ta blush, and I ended up using the pink shade in the palette, and then I'm just using this little angled brush from Wet n Wild that works wonderfully for this to apply the blush on my face. I'm laying on my arm in my bed and it's going to sleep. Ugh, okay, that's better. I think I'm gonna go skating tonight. My sister, she's at work, so I think I'm gonna go skating and just hang out at the rink for a little while tonight. But yeah. Alright, so then I popped off camera, added on some lashes. These are the taco lashes. I don't know, something like that from Glamlight. And then I'm just spraying my face with this spray. And then for lips, we are going to use the shade Date Night and the Morphe lip liner. And then we are going to use the Fenty lip gloss in the shade Cupcakin', which is just a pretty pink. But yeah, I loved how this look turned out. If you guys like this sort of video, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of my face. And thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, friends.